one. It's a blue British passport.
Good evening, everybody. I thought I'd go live because these two are just rucking. Get on to it. How is everybody? Evening, Jay. Yeah, there. Manic. Second Manic. It's not bad. Not bad. Thanks for the thumbs down. Terrific. Good start to the night. Merry Christmas. Spread the love. Mick King. Evening, Mick. Grant Mullins. You what, Roy?
Thumbs down already.
Yeah, one already.
That's really mine.
Doesn't matter. Grant, good evening. Roy is here. Andy Harris. Grant. Paul, good evening, Paul. Lynn, good evening. Stuart, Andy, Mick King. Stuart again, Andy again, Manic again. Dion, good evening, Dion. I just, when a thumbs up comes on, it goes ting, and I barely notice it. Thumbs down just showers down. Was that you, Jay? Just put that one on. Who else have we got in chat? Louis, good evening, Louis. Jackson, evening, Mark. Mark, I'll have a chat about that in a minute. I did have a crafty look at most of the review that you've just done. We'll talk about that in a minute. An interesting take on what coil to use. Quite like that. Mm-hmm. Who else? Stuart said. Shane, evening, Shane. Shane Gibson. Adrian, good evening. And Lynn, I did say Lynn, didn't I? David Cox, good evening. Gareth, good evening. Who else have we got? Keith, evening, Keith. Keith Parker, long time no see. I haven't seen you for a couple of weeks, Keith. Hope all is well. Is this a thumbs up and down competition? They're like going up and down. Yeah, pretty much.
7 thumbs down now.
Yeah, 7 down. Well, shall we go then? They don't love us, Jay.
No, don't praise them. The more we stay here, the more we annoy them, the better.
That's that stubborn Northern Irish manner of yours, you see, Roy. That's what it is.
Stubborn British patriot.
They were arguing, folks, before we came on that I said that Roy was Irish, and he said, I'm not Irish. And so it went on. Didn't you, Roy?
Then I brought the proof out and showed you that I'm British.
You can get them off eBay if you're hard enough.
You think so? You think that's where he got it? Who else we got? The Norfolk hamsters are slow this time of year. Yes, apologies for being late, everybody. Rufus. Evening, Rufus. Mark was still reading last week's chat. Thanks for that, Paul. Albert, good evening.
You're hopeful he's leading last week's chat. I thought it was.
I thought it was still in November, so that's a right result, I reckon. Jay Jerry, good evening. Frank, good evening. Rob, UK Vapester, good evening, Rob. Rufus, I've said. You want to get Jay's bricky in, Mark? I know, absolutely. Jay's bricky looks really good, doesn't it? Well, we'll talk about his new abode shortly. Who else we got? Simon62, good evening, Simon. Excuse me. And the rest, I think, we're duplicate. Murray, I don't think I said hello to Murray. Iggy, good evening, Iggy. And Michelle, hello, Michelle. Shout down, Roy, Michelle, in chat.
Hi, Jill. Just banged the floor.
Your live chat hates me. Every time you start, I'm left on the waiting screen. Now it said this video can't be played in the background when I reloaded, closed YouTube. Oh, really? Sorry, Adrian. It's YouTube, not me. Not me. And I think for the only time tonight, I've caught up with chat. Simon,
Are we on form?
Yeah. For the first and only time of the night, I've caught up on chat. That's because of all the thumbs down. I just sort of scroll down then.
Eggy.
Down.
Londonderry. His proper name.
So, Merry Christmas to one and all.
Indeed.
Happy Easter.
And Merry Christmas to you too. There's a thing about that one, though. 2-2 was a racehorse and all that. Roy, would you like... Yeah, well, I'm not very festive, am I, tonight? Oh, well. Would you like to say your festive hellos?
Festive hellos. Hi, thanks for having me on again, Mark. Hi, Jay. Hi, everybody in chat. Hope you're all well and surviving, and whatever tier you're in, as long as it's not tier 6, you're all right.
We're full lockdown, mate.
So are we. I wouldn't worry about it. What's lockdown? Right, I've got the Nevermore on the Tacket 2. I've got the Nest on the Vert, and that's still my build that we did in the speed build on Friday night.
Oh, rub it in. Rub it in. The one I lost.
I came third.
That one.
I came third. I've got the Vupu Argus Air. I did have one of them. Oh, there it is. The Argus GT with a Vupu pod on top of it. In there, I'm rocking some Dr. Vapes Pink Colada. I've also got Billionaire Strawberry Bubblegum, and last but not least, Super Good number 2 mix-up. Oh, in the Nest, I've got some Valhalla Saga.
What's that?
Valhalla Saga.
Ah.
It's a special. The Saga is a limited edition one,
right?
And every time you vape it, you get something different in it. There's times you get it and there's pineapple in it. There's times you'll get it and you vape it and you'll get a wee bit of grape coming through. Pardon?
Quite a layered vape then.
It is. It's a limited edition, and I don't think anybody has got it all what's in it yet. I've told Saga or Valhalla what I thought I got in it, and he says close, but not all. So.
No cigar. What a great way of getting rid of all your old concentrates you don't want.
That's exactly what I think they've done, Mark. To be quite honest, because it is a limited edition. You know, once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah, clear up all the old concentrates we're not using anymore. Once they're gone, they're gone. Bingo.
Happy days.
How cynical of me. Jay, with your posh new room that actually is a room and not a green screen.
Yeah, it is a room. Just for proof. Just for proof for people that don't believe me.
He's moving in his chair. Look at that.
You see, Jay, that's the same cover as you opened the last time. Or that's the same cover you opened a minute ago. So therefore, we just think it's all it is. It's one cupboard. It's amazing what you can do with green screen these days, isn't it?
That's a big cupboard, isn't it? That's very good, Jay. You did say last week you were decorating and couldn't come on, and presumably that was what you was doing.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Oh, Jay, Shane Gibson says you need a hat to stop the glare off the top of your head.
Well, I need to stop the glare from that light there because that's annoying. So,
it is a bit,
but it's just a bare, it's just a bare LED light bulb, so needs a shade on it. It'll be all right.
Shane's getting some a new toilet with 2 Zeus Nano tanks, 10 each. Anyway, Jay, sorry, I digress. What are you vaping on tonight?
Well, tonight I'm vaping on. I've got the Reflex from Evolve.
Now, I didn't realise last time you were on, I just thought, oh, that's another pod. I actually did a little look into them. I didn't realise how expensive they were.
They are pricey.
Tell everyone in chat how much they are, Jay.
£100.
£100 for a pod. That's got to be a record.
I'm a pod lover, and I'm just going, why?
But then again, how much was that pod system from France?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, well, anyone. You know the pod system from France, the one that looks like an ear thermometer.
EvoVap
thing.
You know that, yeah. That was £100 odd quid.
I don't know how much that was, but I know.
But that was innovative. That had your two compartments in it.
You need to look at this because it is innovative.
Tell us, Jay. Tell us why this is £100.
Why is it innovative?
Basically, what they've done, it's taken them a lot. They've been on this since 2014.
That doesn't make it good. Tell us what they've done.
Right.
No,
It's basically temp control where you don't need temp control to faff with it. They've sorted all the shit out, so it replicates a fag. So like on a fag, the harder you draw, the hotter it gets, the warmer the vape gets, doesn't it? Well, the draw on a fag. Same with this. The harder you draw, the stronger it gets.
Right, so there's no button then. It works all off.
It has got a button. You can do it with the button, or you can just do it with.
Right.
It ramps up the harder you pull on it. It ramps up more.
That's their own coil as well, isn't it? There's no rebuildable.
It's a pod. You buy your own. You buy the pods.
Yeah.
It automatically wicks.
Go on.
That's another clever thing. So basically, I'll show you now. You can do it with a full pod that's already be done, right? If I put the pod in, watch what it does. 10-second wicking cycle.
But there's no pump or vacuum in there to is there?
It does it by pulsing the coil at a very, very low wattage to warm this PG up so it sucks it through.
Oh, does it?
Flavour straight off the bat.
Okay, yeah.
And you can vape it dry.
Oh, because of the temp control.
Yeah, it shuts off.
So therefore the pods. Roy's obviously really interested in this. He's buggered off. But the pods must last longer if they're.
I've just changed the pod because I've literally had the same juice in that, and I've had it over 2 weeks, and that's still the same pod.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So if it's pulsing the coil like that and helping it get juice to it in a nice controlled manner,
yeah,
and you can't overcook it because it's temp controlled,
yeah.
Therefore, the coils should, in theory,
last for ages. They should last for ages. Like I say, I've wasted one pod because I tried 70 VG in it. Don't even bother.
Right. Okay.
It's because I thought I'd try it because someone's going to buy one and put 70 VG and go, oh, there's no flavour. I'll be honest with you, there is no flavour with 70 VG.
Right. So
it is high VG only.
Right.
To get the best out of it, 50-50 or higher VG. But the throat hit off its cracking, the flavour off its cracking. Obviously, I've just literally put lemon in it because I've been vaping tobacco in it and I've run out.
Right.
But 6 and 12 milligram, the hit off it's a mint. They've also done so. Have you seen the tip? I don't know if you can see it very well because the light's shit here at the minute.
Yeah, I can see
it's
the
like
tip.
squashed round. Does it remind you of anything?
Yeah, baby's dummy.
No, a squashed filter of a fag. Yeah,
it's too wide for that.
No, it's not. It's actually quite small, you know.
But the Edge Hybrid has got a filter tip, and so now does the Inigan.
Yeah, this hasn't got a filter tip. It's just got a shaped tip.
To me, they're as closely as line to smoking a cigarette as you can. Apart from what you're saying there about
obviously you've got the 3 levels on it. It's got like low, medium, and high. But other than that, its battery life's pretty decent on it.
Okay, well, as you know, Joe, I'm not a massive pod man. Let me ask you.
Neither am I.
If you lost it, would you buy another one?
Yes.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I don't get on with pods as well, either. Yeah. The only pod I really use is the Drag X or an Orion. That's it.
Yeah.
Yes, it's pricey. I agree. It's pricey. But in my opinion, it's worth it to a certain degree.
What is he doing? What are you up to, Roy?
Pods. I love my pods.
Pods.
And talking about pods, I got my first ever box thing.
Feel the smooth.
From Relax. Oh.
So they sent you that, did they, Roy?
Yep. I can't even get the looking.
We'll come back to you in a second, Jay. Don't worry.
Can't really see it in the light. But it's got two
All
little
that
pods.
wasted fucking cardboard and plastic.
Yeah. Two little. But the thing I found very innovative, if I can get it out of this holder, is this little bit. You charge that up.
A little pod.
Yeah. And then
Like a little
whenever
power
you're
pack.
whenever you're vaping on your pod, you stick that in there. Oh, upside down. And you can recharge.
Yeah, well, that's been going years, hasn't it?
I just think it's lovely. And then
Well,
you
not
open up the
quite
bottom
like
of
that.
it,
The old ones you screwed in and then they charged, didn't they?
and that's all the flavors down
All the
there.
flavours.
Yeah, all the new flavors.
Well, we'll have to see what that one's like. I'll have to see what that one's like.
Got that today. Sorry, Jay.
Yeah, like I say, it is expensive. I will agree. I do concede it's a lot of money. But the amount of time and effort they've put, because they've done this in-house. This is evolved in-house. They haven't outsourced. They've done it all in-house. They're not gone to China or anything to do it. The draw activation on it's cracking. I say the hits off it. I say high PG, not VG. I think I said high VG.
So you'd what, like a 60-40, would you?
50-50, 60-40.
Right.
60 PG. PG heavy juice you need.
So would you say then that, because we often get asked the question, like someone who's smoking still, we tend to think there are no smokers out there. There's still a lot of smokers out there. And they say, I'll try these things, they're garbage, I don't like them. And would you say that would be a good first device for someone?
I would, yeah. I mean, it is expensive, but if you think, I know you've got to go off what's about now. But when I started, you could easily spend 80 quid on a bloody.
Oh, of course you could, yeah.
Cigarette, couldn't you?
They were a lot more then, weren't they? Yeah.
They have overdone the price, I think.
But if
again,
it's
they're doing it
in-house, it's USA, isn't it? So it's going to be expensive.
It's Evolve. Evolve have done it themselves. They've designed it. They've designed the board. They've made the board themselves.
Yeah.
Etched it and everything and all that, found the way to work it. They've been out and bought all the fags they can and put them into a machine to work out what the draw should be like and how strong they get and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. It's working.
Because it's lemon, it's hitting the back of my throat.
You should have said it's the paint.
But yeah, I mean, it's ideal for tobacco because that's obviously what they've set it for. It excels with tobacco. It's nice with the lemon, but the tobacco just, because I had a coffee tobacco in it, a bit like Kona Packer.
Yeah.
And it just, the flavour off it was just mint. But yeah, I like it. I think it's cracking.
So it's a thumbs up from Jay. So no, I wasn't knocking it. I just wanted to discuss it because I saw how much it was. And I thought that needs discussing, was my thoughts.
But like I say, don't think of it as just a pod because it isn't just a pod. It's got all sorts of goodies going on in it.
Yeah.
It is just a pod at the end of the day. Still just a pod.
I'll let these two have the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, like I say, £100 is a week's fags these days.
Yeah.
That's going to outlast a couple of hundred fags at least, isn't it?
Yeah. But
I agree with what people are saying. I work in a vape shop. If you show someone how much you sell it, I've got this, it's the most amazing thing in the world, £100, they'll go for the 20 quid option because they're tight as a duck's arse. But they've got no problem spending 100 quid a week on fags.
I spent that on my first cigarette sets. I bought 2, and they were, as you say, Jay, years ago, they were so much money. And they were so much worse than that is as well.
Yeah.
I haven't tried it, but I'm guessing. So, all right, that's one thing you're on. Sorry, I stopped you. What else are you vaping on?
Was that the first one I did? I didn't get past all that. I should have left that one till the end one, shouldn't I? And then I've got the Aspire Mix with the Har on from Van & Del with some digestive custard in it from advaping.com.
Imagine if you put the Har on the Hadron.
Huh?
If you put the Har on the Hadron, that'd be quite good.
Hadron's huge.
It's name play, Jay.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, Mark did say if he ever wanted to make a mod, he'd call it the Don. So he got a hard on.
Oh, I said that.
Then next up, we've got the lovely Abstract Mods flask squonker. On the top's the Comet RDA, and in that I've got some digestive custard from the lovely advaping.com.
Oh, two from the same place.
Yeah. Don't forget ADV10 gets you 10% off.
Shameless plugs.
Indeed. And then next up, I've got... Oh, sorry, no, I haven't in that. I changed it. Sorry. In that one, I've got some cornbread pudding. Strawberry cornbread pudding.
Mm.
And then finally, we've got my lovely little spiral Callan with the Purity Plus mouth to long on. And in that, I've got some Beach Brie from advaping.com.
I think that Nevermore would look good on that.
No, it'd be a bit too tall.
I think it would as well, actually, Roy. Yeah. Have you got an Evermore, Joe?
No, I haven't got one yet.
Okay.
Everybody else gets one, but yeah, it would be stainless I'd go for, because you know me, I like stainless.
Yeah, that would be. I can see you being all over this Nevermore, actually. So, what am I vaping on? Actually, shall we just catch up? I'm a little way behind in chat. Let's just have a look at chat, then I'll tell everyone what I'm vaping on. Simon, have you seen the Touring? No, I haven't. Back to Long RTA. No, I haven't seen that yet. Should I, Simon? Is it good? Evening, Kieran. Evening, Daniel. If I missed you, I saw you pop in a second ago. I hope you're feeling good.
No, David, I was sent it to try out because I know the guys.
You were sent it, were you?
Testing crew. On one of the testing crew. Yeah.
Ooh. So you didn't buy it anyway then? But now you would. If you lost it, you would.
Oh, yeah. If I lost it, I'd buy another one because it's nice. I like it.
Paul's on the K-Fun Light Plus. What's that? Get money off the reflex over a certain age in the US. Think it's $40 off for 40-year-olds.
Yeah.
GT4. Oh, see, look at Keith. Look, let's put that on the screen. Let's shame him. Look, all this expensive stuff Keith vapes. Look. Sorry, Jake. That's it. Gotcha. Iggy, yeah. Iggy said, "What does it taste like?" I think you answered that basically, didn't you? You were saying about vaping like a cigarette would. Rufus on the Nevermore on a Wicket, FP on the Boxer.
He's on a what? What was the first one you mentioned?
I believe he's got. I think Rufus has got an Evermore. I think he might have two actually.
I think he's got two.
Yeah, I think he
Just
might
send me one then. No, I'll get one in the new year when I've got some money spare.
Ian and Liam, you never know. Santa might arrive, mightn't he?
Yeah, it's true.
Dion says he was just checking. My iPad chat was not working right. Okay.
I'm not even bothering with chat. I don't know where you are.
Oh, I'm miles up probably now. I think I said good evening to Liam. That's all right. We had a nice little chat on catching up. It's Christmas. We're relaxed.
Yeah.
David says looks pretty pointless to me. I think he might have been talking about your pod.
Yeah, the pod.
It's called the Reflex or something, isn't it?
The Reflex, yeah.
Reflex, yeah. Keith, £100 for a fucking pod. But you have told us why, in your opinion. Liam says he.
Yeah, again, I agree. It is a lot of money for.
I think they will have. They'll have to have a lot of wow from a lot of very recognised people to get anyone to part with £100, I think.
But it excels with 50-50 or high PG juice, and you've got to have strong nick in it. It can't just be like 3 milligram. There's no point.
Yeah.
You've got to be 6, 12 or 18 in it.
Round of applause for Dion. I don't own a pod at all. Yeah, Keith, don't have a pod, never use one. But yeah, I think people are shocked by this £100, I think, which, to be fair, I was as well. But anyway, we have addressed that.
Who said something about my mod? What was the side by side? It's an 18650 who asked about what battery the side by side takes. Oh, the little one.
No,
the little one's an 18350. It's dinky, proper dinky.
That is a little fellow, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems it goes into that.
No, it's smaller than that.
Which one have you got there, Roy?
Tacket 2.
Oh, right. Yep.
Yeah, the whole thing's about this. You know that. Yeah, it's about the same height as the Tacket without the tank on.
Was it David's comment you read, Jay? Did you get it through a giveaway or buy it?
Yeah, I said I got to get sent it. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Feels the price is a sticking point. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It is a lot of money.
Yeah, they make the board in house, so cost next to nothing. Elitist.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't work like that. Do yourself a favour and go on to somewhere like, let's say, one of the electronic components websites, and put in you want 20,000 chips of a certain type, and see how much they cost. Yeah, and that's just one component, and then add them all up.
That's about battery. Naturevape, Mark, are you still getting the ultimate all balance colours in? Yes, Frank, I am. They are on their way. They're hopefully not on the plane on the way to me by now. They're actually in this country, but they just haven't physically arrived yet. The black and the ultim in the balance. And something else, a new little toy coming, but more about that when it arrives. Let's see if it's any good. Adrian Mason, Naturevape, any way I could convince you to sell the unsalted line of e-liquids? I can definitely vouch for Matt, Suck My Mod, and Pizzado Watermelon Peach. No UK vendor that I'm aware of. Possibly. Send me an email or something, Adrian. You've got my detail. You've got my phone numbers on the website. Send me a text or something if you want. Yeah, okay, unsalted. Because, I mean, yeah, unsalted line of, yep, okay. Yeah, with it now. Caught up with the program. Sorry, the brain was going there. I'm on the MERS mod with Asgard Mini, Shane Gibson.
Nice.
Oh, for God's sake, Iggy. Put it on the screen. I've got a COVID joke, but I'm 99% sure you won't get it. Dear. Oh, we got jokes coming out tonight. Fiona Clark, what do you call a smelly fairy? Stinkerbell.
You're nearly caught up, mate. You're nearly caught up.
Well, yeah, I'm there, aren't I? Really, no one else has said much. Vaping Mank, he's on the drag refresh with the Arthur B2 Dinner Lady. And that's it. Oh, Confucius say, Jenny Light Bubble, one prick, it all gone. Yeah, well done, right, what am I vaping on? Well, I'm on this one here. Look, can you see it? Really close.
The Never Squirrel or something.
Oh, do you like that, Roy? You like that, didn't you?
Oh, look at that nearly.
Yeah, I do like that. It's such a nice vape.
Yeah, so I'm on the Nevermore. I've got that on the Easy mod. I've also got the little dot mod. Still using it. Right, something. Did I have this the other week?
I don't know.
Penadat V2 version 2. I was sent this by the guys at Penadat in Turkey, and I've done the review today. That's partly why I was all flustered and late, because it just took so much longer than I expected. But I've got in here, I don't normally say what liquid I'm on, do I? I'm on the Drake's Cuban Havana in here.
Nice.
In the Penadat.
Big crackling.
But
yes, crackling.
I love it like that. That's, for me, that's perfect. I would say worth watching. I would say that I did it. I suppose worth watching the review. There are
And where
good
can,
points. Sorry.
where can we watch the review?
Well, there are very good points with it, flavour being one of them, but there's one thing that niggles me. So the review's not up yet. I'm not telling you what it is, Roy, before you ask.
No, I said, where can we watch the review?
Oh, on my YouTube channel.
Over at Naturevape.
There we go. Well done, Jay. Got it.
I haven't. I've done the review. I've edited it. I've done it. Or the only thing I haven't done is uploaded it. So I will do that maybe later on tonight, but more likely tomorrow. So
And if you're not already subscribed to the Naturevape channel, subscribe and press the little bell. Then you'll be notified whenever the review
You go
does
to
go live.
naturevape.co.uk and use NV10. You get 10% off any purchases.
is this like some sort of shopping channel or something?
No,
And on that naturevape.co.uk, you can purchase this beautiful Nevermore.
The one that Jay wishes he had.
I will have it.
And if you use the MV10, you're not paying the £54 listed on the website. You're paying £49.
We ripped it out of TP for not having one. He's got one now, so that only leaves you. So we've got to pick on you, haven't we?
Please bear in mind, folks, that if you do order it today or tomorrow, you're likely not to get it before Christmas due to the fact that Royal Mail has got massive backlogs, with it being Christmas and also with them piling things up, not giving two fiddlers about where or how anybody's going to get things. But you may have it, and it'll be a great start to 2021.
The only things that I've taken a day longer with me are the first class recorded. Everything else has come. The special deliveries are the same.
We always normal. Just actually, that is a good point. I've been supporting Royal Mail. I did the other week because I do think they've had a tremendously hard job, and I think on the whole they've done pretty well. Now you could argue that DPD have done even better because they're still delivering the next day, which I accept that, but they cost a lot more money. So I think they're done all right, but we send all. I thought I muted that.
Let's put it this way: with postage, right? People moan about postage and how slow it is, right? Roy, if I told you, do us a favour, take this parcel to the south of England, please, mate. £7.50, I'll pay you. You tell me to fuck off. Yeah. It's got to be there by tomorrow.
Roy doesn't swear like that, do you, Roy? Ever? I've never heard you swear.
No. But the thing about it is, I don't know how Royal Mail makes money, because a lot of the stuff that's up Manchester Way, so up north in England and North Wales, when it goes to their postal centres, it comes across to Northern Ireland, gets sorted at the big mail centre in Belfast, just England Gormley. Yeah. Then it goes back to the airport, goes either to the Midlands airport or goes up to Glasgow. It gets distributed from there. So I don't know how they bring everything to Northern Ireland from England for it to fly back out again over, go south or north. Work it out.
They do some random things, but equally speaking, we used to use UK Mail, which is now DHL. But they used to take everything I gave them to, I think that was the Midlands somewhere, Coventry, I think.
Yeah.
To their sorting hub. Even if I sent it half a mile down the road, it would still go there and come all the way back again. It's daft, isn't it?
Yeah.
But that's how they operate. That's how they work. But my point was, we send all our stuff by. We don't just send it first and second class. I was doing, but there was delays. So for the last, I don't know, I'm going to say 5-6 months, we've been sending it either track 24 or track 48 because they get preferential treatment. So that's. So hopefully we haven't had too many issues. I know Kieran's had one actually lately, but not.
Things to Northern Ireland and they've come next day.
Yours has come next day, hasn't it, to Northern Ireland? So you can't say fairer than that, can you?
No.
So, and what else am I vaping on? I think just a nest, just a nest.
Something about the nest. Was there a build-off happened on Friday night somewhere, or that you took part in?
I can't remember. I was very drunk. I was drinking my thirsty ferrets.
Is that one where I came third?
I believe, Roy, you came third. I believe Rob, UK Vapester, came first. I don't know who came second.
Niche.
Niche. And he's never built one before, has he?
It wasn't Niche. No, it wasn't Niche. No, it wasn't.
He did really well because I sent it to him ages ago and he hadn't tried it. And
It wasn't TV. You know that much.
It wasn't me either. I was trying to make a perfect job of mine. I thought, wrongly, these guys will take forever. So I got loads of time. I can make mine perfect. And as I was doing it, and obviously I was on the foot. No, that's no excuse. And I leant over and I misjudged the wire and the screw on the post. I'd unwound so much. As I pulled the wire around, it like pinged the screw out. I was like, oh no, nightmare. But on a good day, obviously, I'll beat you all. I'll beat you all.
You're right. I'll take you on anytime, Mark. Anytime. After that, that's just boosted my confidence to how quick I was able to do it, and I'm still vaping on it. So I did a good job of it.
That's not actually a bad job, is it? It's not actually a bad job.
Oh.
I think this was mine. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't the best I'd done though. But I kept it in there as well. There should be something coming for the nest as well. I was hoping that was going to be here by now, but everything is taking so long to arrive, isn't it? And those poor lorry drivers sat there waiting for the channel tunnel. Oh, poor buggers, honestly. But there, we live in a strange world at the moment.
Yeah, Kieran, I think you're right. I think he is still building, to be honest.
No, you're not reading head of chat, are you? Because I won't have that.
When did I never do that?
Would you never? Keith has put, I saw somewhere that earlier that, I'm not going to read that. The USA Postal Service has done a full 100% ban on everything vape related. Have they?
Yeah. But US Postal Service is it's a federal offence if they open any mail.
Yeah.
So therefore, if you don't mark it vape related, I know one company in America has taken off and they're just called warehouse now because we have vape warehouse. So you just put warehouse on their labels. So therefore, how's anybody going to know if it's vape related or not?
You would from the UK, to be honest, because everything ours is all done with software now, so that whatever you buy is on that export label. It's listed with the right amount of money, everything. So I mean, it's just the way we do it. Gone are the days you used to, and I've done it. Go to the post office and you put a gift.
And Rob, really mentioned you were the fastest builders in S. Don't worry. You ready? Word Tarquin. Sorry, we didn't say Tarquin. We said Rob. Tarquin.
I did. Yeah, I said Rob was the fastest. Yeah, you're reading head of chat again, are you? Again?
No. You're reading chat on time.
Lynn's vaping on the clutch. I'm not that far behind anyway. Fiona's on the Alden Mods 18650 Stabwood mech with the Aqua Master RTA. The Aqua Master is a very good RTA. I've got one here somewhere. Did have, because I was vaping mine not long ago, wasn't I? Here it is. Is this it? No. I don't know, but I've got one here somewhere. I like the Aqua Master. Oh right, thanks, Adrian. So Adrian's replied. Iggy's never owned or used a mech mod. Now here's the thing, Jay. I'm aiming this more at you and Michelle actually. She speaks about it. Mech mods. I had a customer. He's bought. Actually, Jay bought the Nevermore. And he saw my review using the Vert Mini.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's the little one though, wherever I put it. And he said, I really like the look of that. I think I'll order that next. Now my comment was, I'm not being funny. You've never had a rebuildable tank before. You've always been stock coils. I would like you to get a bit more confident first with what ohms the coils are, etc., etc.
Yeah, I agree.
You
Fully
move
agree.
on to that. And, you know, I even said, aren't I a terrible salesman? He said, no. He said, that's what I buy from. He said, I'm glad you give me the advice.
You're better off with a nice regulated device. And you can still get the same sort of feel if you get something like a Mod 1 or something like that, can't you?
Mm.
You know?
I mean, I get what he means. And the likelihood
Regulated
is...
tube.
Well, that's a brilliant way to get into.
Yeah, you've sort of got the best of both worlds there. You got a bit of safety with it, haven't you?
Exactly. You've got the MOSFET chip in it,
Yeah.
and you're getting it's the same size battery as the Vert. So when he's got used to it and got used to building on this, etc., then get the Vert after it.
Yeah, the only problem you've got with those is it's basically still a Mac.
So
So if you put a 0.2 ohm build, if you don't know what you're doing, into an 18350, it'll still fire it, and the 18350 will not be happy about that.
Oh, there's
You
some
know what I mean?
They've got a safety under a certain ohms, haven't they?
Yeah.
I think the one that we do, I think that is you can't put a coil too low. I mean, the likelihood is if he puts like a 1 ohm mouth to lung coil in there, and
1 ohm coil in a 350 is fine.
And if he has shorted it out, it will just ping the coil, won't it? It'll just burn through and bust the coil. But I was saying to you, it's when you get more into like your heavy aliens and stuff like that, they're on 0.11 ohm or whatever, then, you know, if you build it wrong, you could have a problem.
I think if you're learning to build, I think you're much better off on a regulated device. Personally. But
Iggy, in answer to your comment here, mechs frighten me to death. I don't think they essentially need to. You've been vaping a long time, I know you have. So, you know, I don't see really why they should frighten you now. I mean, if you don't feel happy, don't do it. You know, it's as simple as that. So if you're in any doubt, don't. Isn't that funny? You get some people that are capable of doing it, which I know Iggy is. In my head, I know Iggy is. And other people that just haven't got a clue, but they're still gung-ho. Yeah, I'll mech mod. It's funny, isn't it? It's strange. And that isn't the guy I was talking about. I didn't mean him with that comment. Where are we? DPD handle a fraction. Well, that's also true, Rufus. DPD handle a fraction of the volume. Yes, they do.
I know why DGS likes DPD, and I know why I like it, because you can stalk them on the map on your phone and get the delivery.
Yeah, and that's a good point of Fiona Clark's as well, isn't it? Shouldn't be scared. Check your build, which I'm lucky. Jay built me this to check my coils. It's a tab, but effectively it is a mod, battery mod.
Yeah.
And check it on a regulated mod, and you should be fine. But I guess the exception to that is if you, I don't know, shut the car door and it banged your battery mod and it did knock your coil, that would be an exception to that. But in general, as long as you lead a normal life. What's that program? How to Live Your Life. Something, wasn't it? Do you remember that? That was funny. I liked that one. Well done, Keith. Now look, my post is great. Gave him a pack of Stella as a thank you today. Yep. I think this year, probably more than any year, that, you know, the thanks very much, there's 20 quid or a bottle of wine or whatever. It goes a long way, doesn't it? We've had such a rotten old year, haven't we? And I'm not saying anyone should send me anything. Don't read it into that. I just mean, you know, like your postie, like your bin men. Do you know what I mean? The sort of people that have come out still, you know, when the rest of us have perhaps said, no, I don't have to go to work. You know, not we're on lockdown, which presumably you're not at work now? No? All shops locked down, are they?
It's open, but we're open for click and collect. So it's just like pre-ordered stuff off the website.
We see now, I read this post the other day as well. This is a vaping shop, and I can't remember who it was. Open for click. We're on lockdown, but we're open for click and collect. and local deliveries. You might as well open a bloody shop, mightn't you? That's not.
I mean, the click and collect thing though, it's literally everything's in a bag. They come in, they say their name, they're at the other end behind the screen, and you go, yeah, okay, you take the money, card payment,
lockdown,
or it's used.
And I'm not saying it because I'm online, but it still isn't a lockdown, is it? I suppose
It's a lot more lockdown than normal.
Oh God, yeah. At least they're not hanging about in the shop talking about their favourite coils and cottons and all the.
But they just come in.
Can't just buy something.
You've got more chance of catching something in Tesco's shopping than you have doing that. You know.
Yep, 100% agree. Because I do the shopping for my parents, for us, and Tesco's is absolutely crazy with the amount of ones. Because at the start of this, you used to be queue outside, then I used to let limited ones in. The people standing at every aisle, making sure there was only a limited number of people in each aisle. Now it's like they're letting triple the numbers of people in. People going shopping with the husband, the wife, and the 5 kids. Why couldn't the husband stay with the 5 kids, or the wife stay with the 5 kids, and just one of them? It's just they all going together, and it just really annoys me.
Well, the thing is, when we go shopping, me and the missus go, and because we don't have a license, we have to drive on L. So our mother-in-law comes with us, but she lives 5 doors down. You know what I mean?
You'll have to get a little nifty 2-seater, a little 3-wheeler.
Yeah, but we go out very rarely for shopping anyway, because we get a bunch of it when we go out because we live in the sticks anyway. So.
Yeah, Rufus says he's £20 tip. A £20 tip to DJ, yes. Oh dear. Yeah, all right, Daniel. Kieran and Daniel are taking the grin out of me coming last. Or I don't think I was last, was I? No, Mark was last because he didn't actually get a build in it.
No, did you?
I did.
The show. You finished it after the show.
No, it didn't. No, it was done. I was stuffing the cotton in. No, it was done. Just took me a long while. What's that? Iggy's on phone tonight. To trough or not to trough? Yeah, we went shop. We had to go shopping the other day as well because you can't get online shopping at the minute for love and the money. So,
but if anybody does want to try out, Michelle and I get HelloFresh. And if anybody does want to try out, hasn't never tried HelloFresh and wants to try out a box of HelloFresh, we think we've got 3 codes left.
What's that then?
But HelloFresh, it's basically you go onto their website, and if there's 2 of you, you'd be ordering meals for 2 people. So they send you look at the meals, the menus, you pick what meals you want. They send you all the raw ingredients, exactly the right amounts you need. So the right amount of meat.
It's like the ones we get. We get the little tubs with the flavors in. You just add meat and veg.
No, you get the meat and veg with this.
Yours is the full package. Yeah,
you get the full package. There's a complete meal. So then all you have to do is cook it, and it tells you how long.
Yeah, we use that. Was it Simply Cook?
HelloFresh. It's the Simply Cook. Yeah, I've seen that. It's just but this, we get 4 meals a week from it, so it just leaves 3 nights where we do a takeaway or something. But no, it's HelloFresh is fantastic. We've been using it now the whole of lockdown. It actually started before lockdown. It's me ends up cooking it every night.
I've never heard of them because apparently you can get Morrison's with Amazon, can't you? But not in my area.
Yeah, look up that HelloFresh and they deliver it on we get it on a Tuesday. It comes by Nightline. They pack it up on a Monday, send it out on the Monday night, and it's delivered there on the Tuesday. And it's fresh, and it's all good produce, and it's all branded HelloFresh stuff. So I think they look at what a week ahead or a couple of weeks ahead, seeing what they can actually get in, and then they put out the menus, and you've got maybe a choice of 15 or 20 different menus for the week.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And you get enough portions, do you?
Well, we get the biggest one, which is for 4 people, and we feed a family of 5 from it.
Right.
That's all right.
Because the 2 that Sky and Peter, about half a portion each.
Where's my second course?
But yeah, for tonight we had what 400 or 500 grams of chopped chicken breast.
Yeah.
The 4 packs of the wee noodles, 2 peppers, a pack of Munch 2, and then the sauces to make a speedy chicken noodle stir fry.
Yeah.
That was really good. And then Michelle didn't look at the options and didn't change one, and we've got a nut roast this week some stage, which is basically a vegetarian dish, no meat in it at all.
Paul says, no board compares to the smooth ramp up and tuning you can do on a mech. I do 100% agree, Paul. I've always said, for some reason, that it'll always taste nicer off a mech mod. It just does. And it's weird, isn't it?
I know, but when you've got something like the Vert, it just sits so nice in your hand that, as much as I love my pod devices,
I think a lot of it with a Mac mod is just the sheer rage and power behind it, isn't it? Because it's just whatever you're putting in, you're getting out, isn't it? You know, it's just,
but as Paul's alluding to there, that it's getting the build right, isn't it? Get the build right to tune into that battery, and there is nothing nicer than the Mac mod. I agree with that.
Single coil for me, for single coil for me is your parallel Claptons. Love them. 0.38 one's perfect for me.
As the battery drains, though, you're starting to get the power up and down a wee bit.
Yeah.
Whereas the board umps it to whatever it's at.
The very mini is nice as Rufus. Is the number on the ring the serial number? Mine is 17.
Yes, Rufus, that would be right. You will have number 17. It's the thing about Trevor at Unicorn. He doesn't care about serial numbers as such. So he'll send out.
He meant the vert. Yeah, he meant the vert, not the very. Yeah.
The vert, but he doesn't send it out. I'll pick serial numbers 1 to 10 to go in the first batch, etc. And that he just, because when they come back from getting coated, he'll just send them out. He just picks them randomly and sends them out.
I didn't actually see what my serial number was on the ring. You say?
Yeah.
Trying to find a number.
Smutty laugh there, Jay.
Where's my glasses? Bottom ring.
Let's try to sit on the.
It's the point that it goes 1.
Whereabouts, Jay? Roy. Is this
one? My vert's there. Oh.
Yeah. God, you've got better eyes than me. Oh, here it is, yeah.
I got there 15,
you go. I've got 151.
151.
Matt Benson's got a Nevermore with 003 on it.
I couldn't tell you what my Nevermore is. Dion says, I didn't get into mech mods until a few years of vet. No, I mean, it was a little while before I got into mech mods, really. I'm trying to think of the first mech mod I had. I think it was...
My first mech mod was... I'll tell you what, I went from an Ego with an EBC on it, and then I went from that to a Kanga mini tank on the top of it, and I went to a Kanga aero tank on an MVP2, and then after that, I went to a Stingray X clone.
Did you?
There's my first
V-God. The mod was decent, the dripper was shit.
I actually quite like the dripper in that one. The dripper and the Pro, I didn't like.
They were just the drippers were awful.
Shane can vouch for that. V-God. Yeah, what number you got, Shane? Needs the big one next. He likes his baby vert.
I'm lost.
BP Mods Hilt is a great MOSFET semi-mod, 3 power settings. All right, I haven't seen that one, Kieran.
Yeah, but you can't vape under 0.5 ohms on that one, or 0.4, I think it is.
And Albert says...
Obviously, because it could changes to an 18350, they've thought don't go lower than 0.48 or 0.45, I think.
There's the Luxem. Isn't that a little baby dinky?
That Benson's got another more 003.
Yeah. and have been better. My first mech was a Switch Mods V2. First mod I bought was mech. Looking back on what I know now, it's probably a bad idea from Leon. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people think like that. I know, I was in a vaping shop. It's, I suppose you'd say in a vaping shop. It was on a market actually, but still a vaping stall. And some of the, just a random customer, I want some coils. What do you want? I don't know, coils. Coils for this, And
Yeah, we get that all the time.
you want a mech mod to go with those coils, do you? No idea.
That's why most of them come and let me build them for them, because then I just build them at a safe level there.
I think that's a good idea. I think shops, you should certainly ask, shouldn't you? Just there should be like some sort of straightforward quiz like question to find out, do you actually know anything or something or a lot?
I just usually say, why do you want one? If they say to be cool, it's time to get out.
What you got there, Roy?
They want a mod with a serial number 666, but my FP is number 69.
Is that? Yeah, Daniel says the only thing that puts him off a mech is the hit getting less with the battery. But I think you soon get.
You sort of learn. You know.
Easing off, don't you?
You just know not to vape it dry, if you so speak. That way.
Yeah. I get down to about 30% of mine, and then I change the battery.
Yeah.
You sort of know when it's not hitting as hard, don't you?
Yeah.
Shane builds about 0.20 for mech, suits me fine. I was about 0.17 I used to like with a mech. About that.
0.2, 0.38. It depends what I'm using. If, like say, I use your parallel Clapton coils, the 0.38 stainless steel ones, single coil.
Where can they be found,
that?
Jay? Where can you get them from?
You can get them from get them from Naturevape.
Naturevape. Yeah, actually, talking of food, which we were, just digressing a bit now, but it is Christmas. We're only here for a friendly bit of chat. Tina's Christmas present, because I didn't know what I wanted for Christmas. She didn't know what she wanted for Christmas, and there was one or two things that she uses to do her nails that she said, I want these things. I said, I don't know what I'm buying. I said, I'll buy the wrong thing. So she sent me the links, and of course I ordered them. So I thought, well, that's not really. I do like to give her a bit of a surprise at Christmas. So I thought, what else can I buy? And I thought, I know, it's not a very romantic present, but she's got that.
She's not within earshot, she.
You'll find out why it doesn't matter. So I thought, I know, she was talking about a bread maker. I'll get her a bread maker. So Googled it and found out, did a lot of, like I always do, like we all do. You sort of research these things, don't you think?
Always buy a Kenwood one.
Everyone says, get this one. Don't bother looking at anything else. So I thought, right, well, I'll get this particular model. You're saying that everywhere's out of stock because it's probably the most popular model. So I found it with, I think it was AO or something. Anyway, I thought, well, at least she'll have one surprise. And last Saturday it was coming. I was in the bathroom, I think, and the old door went. And this guy comes at the door and he goes, "Hello, Mrs. Bread Maker." So I'm like, really? So she said, "No, I ain't ordered one of them." She said. So yeah. Anyway, we got it. So there's no surprises now. Absolutely none. Still. Marvelous, isn't it?
Per lad.
Huh?
Per lad.
Well, there you go. It's life, isn't it? But that's the advantage, if you order from Amazon or even us, it comes in a jiffy bag, doesn't it? That no one knows what's inside it. What have you ordered? Never you mind. But with them, it just comes in the box it is, doesn't it? With bread maker on the side. So
that's the thing as well. One of the presents I bought Michelle, ordered it off Amazon, and it came, and it wasn't in a box, an Amazon box on the guy. It just had the sticker stuck on it.
Right.
So I was thankful that she wasn't actually, she was working the day that it came.
That's
And
why when I order from Amazon, I always click the extra and pay for gift wrapping because you can't see what's in there.
but 9 times, that's the first time.
Yeah,
And
they come in the box, don't they?
yeah, it's the first time that I've ever gotten it from Amazon that hasn't come in another box. And then saying that, Sky's dad had sent a present for her, and it came not in a box. But mind you, this thing's huge, so it would have been a storming size of a box to put into another box. And Michelle, I hope you've got all those wrapped now. You're wrapping presents.
Grant Mullins,
You're making a wraparound.
I'm taking payment and orders over the phone, and people come to collect. That's my store's setup. You see, I think that's a good way. If they're paid for it in advance,
That's what we do. That's what we do.
There's your bag. Bye. You know, that's
it.
That's job done, isn't it? I think
I've said to Michelle for her shop, if they have to close, I'll offer to do deliveries, local deliveries.
Oh, did you?
No, I'll say to her, she's going to say to her boss tomorrow. Because the way I see it is that there are 2 brand new vape shops. One's open, 84 days. The other one's only open 2 or 3 weeks. They're starting to get loyal customers.
Yeah.
And if closed for 8 weeks, 8 weeks, or 6 weeks, what they're looking at over here, those loyal customers are going to find somewhere else to get things. And because it's only been a couple of months, so therefore not completely loyal, but they're loyal to the point they'll come back and shop. But after 6 weeks, they may not. So but I'll offer to keep, because Michelle can't drive. If I do deliveries, I'll keep them.
Well, that's right enough. Plus, if you walk there, Roy, you won't end up looking like Mark, will you? Oh, I don't know. There's a little belly there. Put your clothes back on, Roy. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Daniel went to Morrison's though. It was bloody awful. 90 minutes. I felt like I was shopping in a petri dish. It's been. I think it's gone on so long. People are now just like that. Hasn't got the impact it had at the start, as I don't think. How many people would wear a mask if they weren't told they had to?
Yes, people are becoming too complacent as well now. But do you blame them? Because all the figures are showing that the false positives, the number of positives that's actually coming out, and also the number of deaths. Because on the deaths now, and on the sort of every website you go to, it says died of any reason, or had died but had tested positive in the last 28 days.
Yeah.
But if they're saying you have to quarantine was 14 days, now 10 days. So how can they quantify somebody who had COVID, tested positive for COVID 28 days, then dies of a heart attack? How can they say that's died of COVID?
Well, you can't, but there's the bigger likelihood is, I think it is.
They do, but they are.
The virus, isn't it? The bigger. I mean, you only got to look at overall deaths. We've got far more this year than we have most years.
There's not. There's actually not. There's not.
There is.
There's not. The actual overall deaths of any reasons, especially the number of deaths of respiratory illnesses in the UK as a whole, that's Scotland, England, Wales, and Northern Ireland, is down on last year.
Well, I don't know.
And the year before.
I can tell you, I mean, this is how I see it. We are not a disciplined country, are we? And that's what's annoying me. If we'd have just stuck to these rules and stuff and been a bit more, right, okay, we can't go to the pub for a month, fine. Or 2 months, fine. That's what we'll do. But because before you say anything, Roy, like Wuhan, right, they haven't had a positive case tested since May.
Mm-hmm.
And so they get it in February. It's gone by May.
Now they got it in September last year.
Well, I didn't hear of it being that early, but let's cause a compromise and say it's November, December. But it's still May. It's only 5 months.
Exactly. But also, Wuhan had people dropping dead in the street.
Mm.
We didn't. Wuhan put the resources in. Wuhan itself had 2 COVID hospitals that people were taken to.
Well, yeah, they built them, didn't they, in no time?
Yeah. We built one in 6 days. They built the hospitals. What did we do? We built the big one down in London.
Exhibition.
There was 26 people in it. Could hold 1,500 people. They had 26 people in it. They closed it down. We had the Nightingale Hospital, the City Hospital up here. We had 6 people in it. They closed it down. Northern Ireland in the last 10 years has lost 1,500 beds from hospitals.
Yeah.
They have lost 250, 260 nurses.
Here in broadcast by Roy.
It's not a political party. It's all the political parties in Northern Ireland done that. And the 4 levels of middle management between a sister and the hospital manager. So they put in these 4 levels. If they stripped out those 4 levels and left the sister to be charging the wards again, they could put in an extra 200 nurses.
Yeah, it does seem a bit odd, doesn't it?
But it's all that, and then it's the fact of if they didn't have to inflate the figures, that's the bit that gets me. If they didn't have to inflate the deaths figure, and they could go with what the true figure, because there's died of COVID and there's died with COVID. The died of COVID figures is so low, they have to boost that with the died with COVID.
Why is anyone's interest to boost it? You'd want to go the other way, wouldn't you?
The government wants the government. There's a bigger agenda to the whole thing, and I don't think we'll ever find out what the real reason is. But the fact that they're trying to do away with money, so make it a cashless society, will suit the government more. The big pharmaceuticals that have got all the power over the governments are making an absolute fortune out of this. So the PPE companies, the big pharmas, the Pfizer, it's like if someone said to you, if you ran a pharmaceutical company and somebody said to you, I'm going to give you unlimited money, unlimited funds, come up with a vaccine that you can charge whatever you want for.
Nature pill.
Open checkbook.
I hear what you say, Roy. I hear what you say. I've been, to be fair, I mean, we're not harp on about this. It's Christmas. I was skeptical at the start. Remember, Jay and I said that's all a bit perfect storm. Chinese New Year's holiday, they all fly all over the world, and they got this virus. It seemed the timing couldn't have been any worse, and I didn't. Anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about
name for a new segment.
You what, Jay?
What new stuff have you got coming in then? Any new stuff?
New stuff. I did put some. What did I put on the other day? New stuff. What did I put on? Oh, it's for the EUC coils from.
Ari.
No.
Ari?
No, for the billet box from.
Oh, the Vaporasso. Vaporasso EUCs?
No. One of the. Christ. I'll come back to that. I think it's Roy's done my head with his.
Sorry.
With his party political broadcast. It's not Smoke Monge 2, Rodney. Yeah, that's what we need this year, don't we? We need something like an Only Fools and Horses film, don't we? That's what we need. That's what we need. Shane Gibson, I used to be a very naughty boy with mechs and build .07. Yep, that is a very naughty boy. I wouldn't recommend anyone goes down that low, although a lot do. So, what's new in your life, Jay, apart from having decorated?
I just moved about. moving about stuff and getting the house cracking and sorted. That's basically what's been going on.
So you've got
That's it.
a new bespoke office now for reviews and office work, I assume.
Just chilling out and just sort of like gets me out of the bedroom, and then we can have the bedroom as a bedroom again instead of having stuff everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
A little bit more organised, places for everything, you know.
Mm. Roy's looking something up now. I know he is to prove a
I don't know, not looking something up and just replying to somebody.
Oh, are you? I thought you were gonna. Roy was finding a defence document there. I thought he was finding. Shane Gibson, if you get an RDA with the number 69, do you suck it or lick it? Shane. Matt Benson, Mark, any news on the Bishop Mouth to Lung RTA from Ambition yet? It's next on the list, but I know it's got delayed to change the tank material. That one, that's the Bishop, isn't it? I think that was the prototype, actually, when I got it. So it's got nothing written on it. But I think that was the Bishop. Well, I'd quite like to see a different version. If it's just the material that's upgraded, I don't know. But I didn't think it was all that. It was all right, but not... That juice has been in there a while now. But I just... You know when... Sometimes, Jay, I mean, I think that looks a really nice little tank. I think it looks the business. But you know when you vape something and you think, yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to stock something that just says to me, yeah, it's all right. You know, it's decent. It's not... You just know you'll use it for a week and it'll be put in a drawer and never used again. And that's not the sort of thing you want to be trying to buy, is it? I don't think.
I'll tell you, there's a couple of devices that have cropped up that have whetted my interest. Have you seen the new mod from, what are they called now? It was on the tip of my tongue now. It's gone. Hang on 2 seconds. I've got to find the damn thing now. Rinco.
Yeah, I think
Rinco brought 2 new mods out. They brought the Jelly Box and the Jelly Box Mini out.
I think I did see something about
I just hope they're going to last longer than their previous mods.
They look like a poor man's vicious ant.
Oh, do they? Yeah.
Because I've got...
Very, very nice. They come in clear, yellowy, pishy plastic. Yeah, and like a tinted black clear.
Right.
But you get them in dual battery or single battery. The single batteries are 21700 or an 18650. But the cool thing is, they light up.
They light up. Sorry, I was reading chat as well. I was.
They're like tons of lights in them. They look quite smart.
I was reading Daniel about his.
They're only like 40 quid.
Mod. Sorry,
they're only like 40 quid.
Are they?
Every Rinco mod I've had hasn't lasted past the month and a half.
Oh, really?
This one looks a lot better than the previous ones they've done. It looks very well made.
Well, the little Rinco pod one they had out, it was really well. It looked really well made. It felt really well made and everything, but it just stopped working. And I had 2 of them. And another Rinco mod just get a month and a half out of it, and it just stopped firing.
Shane, I use Naturevape. The gaffer is a bit grumpy, but products are good. Am I grumpy? Only joking.
Yeah.
I can be grumpy. I can be grumpy when I got 12 thumbs down, can't I, Roy? Only 38 up. Only. And it's Christmas. Mind you, there's only 68 watching tonight. There's not too many watching tonight.
This is going to probably screw you up, won't it?
Oh, what are you doing?
You're changing his thumbs down to a thumbs up.
Also, that thing just flashed up on my screen.
Yeah, I just shared the screen with you. That's why.
Oh, dear, did you? Oh, right. So I didn't realise that. Sorry, mate.
Show you that mod.
Paul says China never hide anything from the outside world, though, do they? No, not many. That was a bit of a... There was a cover up there, wasn't there? But there you go. If a death is COVID related, they don't have to do an autopsy. Ah, I didn't know that.
Correct.
Didn't know that. Roy's rants. Go on, Roy. It's not Smokes. Go on, Roy. Yeah, and Iggy says, depends on which scientists you listen to, the government who lie. Yeah, independents who have nothing to gain. There's just so much, isn't there? It's just been a horrible year for things like that, hasn't it? I think we're all getting quite agitated over it. Yeah, it doesn't take much to get people firing. But then, you see, you get told you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do the other. Well, when Tina and I haven't been out for a meal all year, we often used to go and have a meal out or something. We haven't been because we haven't wanted to go because of all this thing. And then you put the news on and you see about 100 people all arm in arm.
There's never anything good in the news, is there? It's always
doom
doom and
over each
gloom.
other, and you think, well, that's because of people like you. I haven't been out for a meal.
On another thing, the Lad, I don't know if you saw Lad Baby have done another Christmas #1 to raise money for the
which has got to #1. That's the third year running now. They're #1.
Well, we hope they're still at #1. I really hope they do because they have a good laugh. And
well, it will be because it was released on Sunday and Christmas is on Friday. There's not another chart out before Christmas.
yeah, there's a midweek, isn't there, on a Wednesday? They do like a midweek catch up, don't they?
But the official chart came out Sunday for that week. So
anyway, if anyone hasn't and they fancies buying it, go and download it because they're a good bunch. Them lot, get it bought.
Coyle says, in the bright side, Europe no longer wants anything to do with us because of super strain. Brexit is now a given. We are being kicked out. I don't know. I still think they'll come up with this amazing deal right at the last minute. What do you reckon? What do you reckon of that then, Roy? Ooh. Paul, Iggy, absolutely agree. The big issues, though, if we all did as we were asked, there shouldn't have been any of it left to spread. People won't follow the rules. Well, that's pretty much my point, Paul. That I was saying about, we haven't been out for a meal. You put the news on, you do see a crowd of people all drunk and what I mean, just ignoring it completely.
On the point of that, Mark, I know somebody that is self-isolated, hasn't been near anybody. Their deliveries get delivered to their front door into a port bit. So they then actually bring it in, they wear gloves, bring it in, they disinfect and everything else. Guess what? They tested positive for COVID-19. On the flip side of that, there's somebody in my hometown who partied every week with the same 20 to 26 people, slept with his girlfriend, hugged everybody, getting pissed. He tested positive for COVID-19. The other 26 people got tested. Not one of them tested positive.
Yeah, just one of them things.
So there's two sides of the coin. Somebody who isolated, never was in contact with anybody, got it, and somebody who had got it and mingled with everybody, didn't pass it on. So, and those are facts. Those are not, I heard this from sick. Those are people that I know.
I think you've upset David Cox, or I have. One.
Yeah, that was me. I upset him.
David, this is an open show. We all have chat as their opinions. I do, Roy does, Jay does. And we won't always say what you want to hear. I guess we're only
everyone's different, aren't they? Everyone's got their own opinion, aren't they?
No one wants to upset anybody, but that is unfortunate.
With me, what you see is what you get.
It's going to happen at times, and to be fair, Roy, I'm glad you have got your own opinions. I don't want, there's nothing. Why shouldn't you have? You got your beliefs. You got your beliefs. Don't mean to say we agree with you.
I don't have to say anybody has to agree with me. I just say make up your own minds. Read the facts and then make up your own minds.
Yeah. Anyway, any old who. Matt Benson's got his tinfoil hat on, so he's all right. Okay, well, I think we're nearly at that time, aren't we? Where did that time?
Yeah, quick, isn't it?
One thing we haven't touched on, which I wanted to earlier, and we got I don't know, sidetracked, as we always do. I don't know. The conversation just leads us where it leads us. Just everyone in chat, if there's anyone left, a massive thank you. I didn't ask anybody or mention it EC Click Awards, but I was nominated and voted for, I think, 2 categories. I had a look earlier on. Best rebuildable gear and best vaping shop. I think I came something like 7th and 9th, which, all right, it's not first, but there's an awful lot of vaping shops out there, and you know, to get nominated even was amazing.
I voted.
Sorry, Jay.
I voted for you.
Oh, bless your heart.
And so did I.
Well, there's 2 of you. That's probably where they came from. It's your 2 votes.
That's probably because when it starts, you have to nominate, don't you? Well, I
think you
nominated.
do, yeah, but I didn't ask anyone. I thought if anyone wants to nominate or vote for me, they can. But you know, it's their choice. But people did, and I really appreciate it.
You live off your good customer services and your good name. You don't need an EC Click Award or a Vapor Award to say how good you are.
It's nice to, you know, to be recognised and nice to be on there, but you know, I certainly wouldn't start. So I mean, I get emails from other vape shops. Vote for us. Make sure you go on here and get a discount if you vote for us and stuff. That's not a competition. The competition
That's cheap.
A natural person just saying, "Oh, I like that company." Bang, and that's what's happened for me. So I really appreciate.
There was one company got banned or got stripped. There was one company got stripped off the list because they were offering incentives, should I say, for people to vote for them.
Oh, were they? Yeah,
they should.
OXO, or whatever they're called, or OXVY.
Congratulations to MF. I think he came 3rd, didn't he? And Dean, who came 2nd in the reviewers list.
Yep.
I suppose.
And both of them were on the show on Friday night as well.
They were.
Lovely.
They were indeed. They were indeed. Oh well, it was. You started a lot of people off on vaccines in chat, haven't you? Jelly box looks wow, nice, says Jackson.
Yeah, it does look good.
Yeah, it's all about that. Thank you, Daniel. Put that one up on the right across Jay's face. Have a peek over the top, Jay. That's it. Aaron, it wasn't 15-minute delay. It was at least 20 at one point. A 20-minute delay. It's got to be.
Yeah, but anamorphic seconds equal to 180 normal seconds.
That's it. That's it. Right. Well, I think as it goes, I don't think there's anyone wanted any question from anybody just before we go. I must admit, Frank's right. The news should be called bad news. It is, isn't it? I always want to watch the news, but when I watch it, I think, why did I put myself through that? Why did I watch that? I feel depressed now.
There's always something like you think it might be something happy, and the next minute, but they lost their leg. It's like, oh yeah, you know, make it nice, like, you know.
Just think of the letter it says never ending world shit.
It's not what it stands for.
To be fair, I don't watch it very often. It's only when it comes up when I'm watching something else.
Right, okay. Oh, what's this? Bless you, Daniel. Mark, you're first in our hearts, fella. Thank you, Daniel.
Exactly, Daniel. I would totally agree with that.
And Grant Mullins voted for you, Roy. There you go.
Thank you very much, Grant.
So you got one. And Adrian voted for me. Thank you, Adrian. But have failed to confirm via email. Okay, whatever. No, I mean it, guys. People obviously did vote for me. There's quite a lot of people voting that thing. So I appreciate every one of you in chat who did vote for me.
And a lot of people vote multiple times.
Hey? You're not allowed to, are you?
Different email.
Different email, different IP addresses.
Really? Oh,
really? Yeah, they use bots.
What is the point? What is the point? Right. 21:57. Who wants to say Merry Christmas first and goodbye? Roy, get on with it.
Yeah, may as well. Just to say Merry Christmas to Jay, to Mark, and to every single one of the 73 people watching, and all the other ones watching, and all the ghosters out there. Hope you all have a very Merry Christmas. Stay safe. And I hope 2021 is a lot better year. And it's a year that Northern Ireland celebrates its 100th anniversary of being a little statelet. So good night.
There's only been 100 years since you broke off from Scotland.
No, since the border was put in the north and the south of Ireland.
Does that make you Irish, Rob?
No. But before that, Mark, the whole of Ireland was under British rule. So it was British. The whole of Ireland was British. The only time it's ever been united.
I got him, Jay. I got him. Get that now. Oh, dear. His passport, look. Right, Jay. Would you like to say good night?
Right, guys, thanks for having us on. A Merry Christmas to the pair of you. And I hope you all in chat have a good Christmas and have a good one.
Superb. Yep. Thanks again, one and all. I've already said thanks for the EC Click thing. Thanks for your continued support with Naturevape and this channel throughout the course of the year. I mean that. It's testing times are testing times, but you know, we've all got through it and we're all still here. So thanks for that, everybody. I hope everyone has a superb Christmas, prosperous New Year, and stay healthy. Whatever Roy says, don't listen to Roy. Stay healthy, stay well, and we'll see you next year. Happy Christmas. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.
Ta-ra.